clase, chicos, vamos a practicar mucho la conjugación. Hay muchos de ustedes que me han dicho, no sé lo que hacer, no sé cómo hacer esto, no sé, no entiendo. Entonces, vamos a hacer unas prácticas. Therefore, we're going to do some practices today. Okay? What you guys did when you came in here is you went to www.studyspanish.com on the iPads. I'm guessing that this may take us more than one class period. So if we don't finish today, we will work on it on another day, so don't panic. However, if you're one of those people that doesn't know your verb conjugations by Spanish 2, that's something that's very difficult for you, I would expect that you're going to have to do a little bit of this at home, okay? While you do this today, you guys are going to StudySpanish.com on your iPads, and I had you copy down this list. This list is the list of all of the sets that I really think are important that you need to know as of right now for this content in order to understand this content, okay? And so what you're going to do is you're going to go to StudySpanish.com, okay, and you're going to click on Generate Unique Quiz. Generate Unique Quiz. The quiz will be different every single time you do it, but it has like a question bank of 100 questions that it sorts through all the time, right? You must do 25 questions or I won't sign it off. And do you need to include vosotros?
Yes.
Yes, you do, absolutely. And you're going to include vosotros, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the first set, stem changers from E to IE, generate unique quiz, 25 questions, including vosotros, and then you're going to do it. You need to continue to do that set until you get an 80% or higher. You must get an 80% or higher until you move on, and you need to just keep doing it over and over until you get that. When you get an 80% or higher, you're going to open a new tab and then go to the next one. Don't accidentally do the same tab, because at the end of the class or in between the presentations, I'm going to come around and look at all of your tabs and sign, okay, yes, they completed this one. It's going to be my signature. Yes, you completed this one. Yes, you completed this one. So as you're working, just open a new tab for each one of these, and then I can come to yours and check off as many of them as you get done. Is that clear to anybody and everybody? Okay. If you are one of those people and you know you're one of those people that struggles with your conjugations, I would suggest working on some of these at home. However, I do want a parent signature, because we have reached the point where I've told you guys what you need to do. You know what you need to do, and you have all of the resources that you need to do it. But many people aren't doing it at home, and I can't make you study. I have no way to make you study. So this is my best attempt at it, because you guys some of you are so far behind that you are slowing the entire class down. And I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I'm saying this because we can't continue to go this slow all year. And I think that if you get caught up on these are the hardest concepts from Spanish 1 that some people didn't quite get, that are messing them up for the new information. So my goal is that by reviewing these a little bit alongside these, it's going to make them more clear in our brain, okay? So that is what we're going to be doing in class today. After we finish our pachacachas, you guys are going to just start going through and working on this list, and as you finish them, I'll come around and sign on your paper. You will turn these in, and every one of these will be worth 5 points. Okay, that doesn't seem like a lot, but it's going to add up real quick, because I do have one more I want to add for reflexives. Okay, I'm going to add one more for reflexives if they have it. So this is the list you're going to copy down. Does everybody understand that and what we're doing here? Okay, StudySpanish.com. If you look at StudySpanish.com, and go ahead and flip, we're going to go to the front. And puedes apagar la luz, por favor, Sarah? Puedes apagar la luz. It's under Google Chrome. And then StudySpanish.com right there. Okay, muy bien. When you go to StudySpanish.com, if you'll scroll up to the very top, you click on verb drills. So you go to StudySpanish.com. I need to study my Spanish.com. Not hard to remember, okay? You click on verb drills, and then if you look on the left side, these are all of the topics that you could practice. So if you are struggling with AR verbs from Spanish 1, go practice them, okay? These are all of the things that you can practice as of right now. Will you scroll down some more a little bit, please? Okay, it doesn't have reflexives on here, which I kind of thought was the case. So that's okay. So you guys are, when the numbers that are listed on there, like number 7, stem changers, number 7, stem changers, E to IE. Okay, so that's what the numbers correspond to. Is everybody clear on that? daily outlines so we can look at the homework. I did spend some really good time last night looking at this class, assessing where we're at, looking at our next quiz, and then determining how I could best prepare you for that next quiz, okay? We are going to continue working on the conjugations in the present tense and the preterite tense of both stem changers and reflexive verbs. Why do we have to do all of this at once? Because some of our reflexive verbs are stem changers, so we have to learn how to do this. Okay, so this is what I'm hoping is going to work to get us caught up a little bit. Okay, on our daily outline, tonight your homework is going to be to do packet page 11. Paquete página 11. Okay, for what would you use? Para qué se usa? Para qué se usan? Oh, para qué se usan, plural. Para qué se usan los cereales? Para qué se usan los cereales? Se usan para desayunarse. Se usan para desayunarse. ¿Para qué se usan? Oh, usan, plural. ¿Para qué se usan las burbujas?
When you think of bañarse.
So, repite todos. Se usan para bañarse. Se usan para bañarse. Muy bien. ¿Para qué se usa el cepillo? ¿Para qué se usa el cepillo? Is it going to be se usa or se usan? Because it's only one of them. Se usa, what are you using?
A brush.
El cepillo, in order to, how do you say in order to? Para. Para literally means in order to. In order to do what?
Brush my
Cepillarse el pelo. Is that más o menos? Okay. ¿Para qué se usa la pasta dentífrica? ¿Para qué se usa la pasta dentífrica? Se usa la what? La pasta dentífrica in order to para what to los dientes? Cepillarse los dientes. Repite, se usa la pasta dentífrica para cepillarse los dientes. ¿Todo bien? Okay, another one. Will you get out the packet page for me and just for while I do this? ¿Para qué se usa el pintalabios? ¿Para qué se usa el pintalabios? ¿Para qué se usa el pintalabios? Para... Ajá. Repite. Se usa el pintalabios para maquillarse. To put makeup on. See? ¿Todo bien? To put makeup on oneself. Okay? ¿Para qué se usa el champú? Repite, el champú. ¿Para qué se usa el champú? El champú. Okay? It is used. How do you say it is used? Se usa. What are you using? El champú in order to. In order to do what? Para ducharse, in order to shower yourself, maybe. Para lavarse el pelo. Para lavarse el pelo. Muy bien. ¿Para qué se usa la toalla? La toalla. No tengo una toalla aquí. ¿Para qué se usa la toalla? Okay, to take yourself out or to dry oneself off. Be very, very careful. Sacar is to take. And you can't take yourself out. You secarse, right? Repite, se usa. La toalla para secarse. ¿Todo bien? Okay, so for what would you use this? For what would you use that? That is going to be on part of what's on tonight's homework page. Okay? So we have, did we already do packet page 9? Did everybody do packet page 9 in here? You might want to take out your packets and see if we did do packet page 9 or not. It looks like this person did work ahead.
I did. Wait.
Packet page 9. Okay, today is Wednesday.
Packet page 9.
Packet page 9. Did you guys all do it? Some of you did it, some of you didn't. Okay, so that's your test packet. You need your regular packet. So, packet page 9. In the first one, these are all sentences where you're conjugating reflexive verbs in the present tense. There's a section on your quiz on Friday that is exactly identical to this top section. All I do is in English I write these things and you have to write it down in Spanish, okay? So absolutely identical to the quiz on Thursday, which is, or no, on Friday. Your guys' quiz is on Friday, excuse me. You have till Friday for your quiz, okay? Then down here, we start practicing conjugations with reflexive verbs of whole sentences, and I did give you the reflexive verb that you need to use in the sentence afterwards, okay? And then at the very bottom, all you have to do is translate these to English. What do these mean? Okay? In each of the boxes, all you have to do is translate them to English. And if we have time in class today, we'll try to get that one done. Okay? Then, on the next page, your homework tonight is pages, 9 and 10. 9 and 10. So, again, the top part is just a little bit more English translation. It's nothing too hardcore. It looks like a lot, but the boxes are just really big, so it's not too bad, okay? Then, on the bottom part, is exactly what we were just practicing orally. Para qué se usa? For what would one use el jabón? For what would one use el champú? For what would one use la crema de afeitar, la ducha, el pantalón, el pintalabios, your lipstick, el espejo, la toalla, el despertador? Try to use as many different reflexives as you can, okay? And pick the reflexive that is the most logical. Yes? Are we okay with this? Okay, so this is your homework for tonight. And then the other thing, will you go back to the daily outline, please? The other thing I wanted to talk about is that you guys will have a sub on Friday, but she is awesome, and she speaks Spanish, so she'll actually be able to help you introduce your quiz, answer questions if you have questions on the quiz, and she is going to help you correct packet page 11, which is, again, almost identical to the test. Okay, between the top part of this packet page and packet page 11, you have most of the test right there for you. Okay, so Mrs. Reddick will be here on Friday to help you guys with that. Any preguntas? Any preguntas at all? Are there any questions? Okay, yes.
So is VHL still due Thursday?
I would do your best to get it done by Thursday because it'll most benefit you for the test if you have it done. But I could extend it if you guys feel like you have an awful lot of homework right now, since I made a change this week to include this stuff. Would you like me to extend VHL? Would that be helpful to some of you? Yes? Okay, so I will extend VHL to next week, and I don't have a problem doing that at all. Okay, I would suggest when you go on to VHL that you at least do the reflexive exercises, the ones under 7.1. Why? Because what are you taking a quiz on Friday? 7.1, reflexives, right? So that would be a really good start for you. Okay, any questions? Any preguntas for the good of the order? Yes?
So on the quiz, it's not going to be just the vocab, like the last test, it's going to be more so like why you use it for and like all this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can actually preview the quiz for you if you like. This quiz is a stepping stone quiz. And you will take the real reflexive quiz within a day or two after it. Like, it'll be early next week. This is a stepping stone quiz where it's not the hardest thing, but it's to prepare you for the harder quizzes. So if you look at our quiz for Friday, okay, you're going to be doing this one right here, okay, which is the vocabulary part. Oops, sorry. The vocabulary part, okay, where you have to, there's a section where you have to read sentences and decide if they're logical or illogical, and if they're illogical, you have to make them logical. There's a part in your packet where I teach you to do that, and we practice that. Okay, down here, you're making associations, which is exactly like the associations. For what would you use this? For what would you use that? Then you're associating words still, right? Okay, then down here, you see a bunch of sentences. The girl washes her pelo, lava el pelo con las pantuflas. Con las pantuflas. ¿Qué son las pantuflas?
Like slippers.
Slippers. The girl washes her hair with slippers. Lógico or ilógico? Ilógico. And so then you would replace slippers with what? El champú. And so you would rewrite the sentence making it logical. Okay? All right? And then there will be, I don't have it in front of me right now, there will be a small part of conjugations that, like I said, is exactly like the ones I showed you up there. ¿Todo bien? Okay, we are set out for the rest of the week. Have a good day. Be good. Be safe. Ciao.